Well, good morning, everyone. We are looking forward to helping you become experts in using the MyPHX Portal, or some of you might know it as the member extranet. So we truly hope that you enjoy the content today. Noemi and Kylie have put together for you. They worked hard on it, so hopefully we'll answer a lot of your questions, and if not, we hope that you'll pop them into the question box and make sure you get your questions answered, because this is important stuff, and I know all of you have different components of the member extranet or MyPHX Portal that you manage. If you don't know me, my name is Polly Flockman. I'm the Director of Member Relations and Visitor Experience for Visit Phoenix. Just a few housekeeping items. For those of you that haven't been on a webinar with us before, you'll know that everyone will be muted during the presentation. And as I mentioned, if you have questions, go ahead and pop them into the question box, and we'll get those answered for you. Noemi will answer hers at the end of her presentation, and then Kylie will answer hers, and then we'll come back at the end as well and give you a chance. So just throw them in the box as the questions arise. As well, the handout for this session is in the handout section of the control panel, so feel free to grab that. We will send a copy of this presentation and the recording to you after the webinar, probably later on this afternoon, so you'll have that to refer back to later on. And then as well, we do ask that you take a few minutes at the end and take the survey so that we can improve this in any way that we need to, so that you get everything that you want. I'm going to go ahead and send this over to Noemi and let Noemi introduce herself, and then Kylie, and then we'll get started. So Noemi, go ahead.
Yes, hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Noemi, the Member Services and Events Manager here at Visit Phoenix. I help connect members with staff, as well as ensuring all your information is up to date on all our platforms. I can also help with any MyPHX Portal related questions, which is what I'll be covering today in the first part of the presentation.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Kylie Leslie, and I am the Destination Experience Designer on the Convention Services team here at Visit Phoenix. And today I'm going to be going over how you can best partner with our sales and services teams through the MyPHX Portal.
Awesome. So I'll go ahead and get started first.
Thank you all for joining our MyPHX Portal training. We have a lot of information to cover, so let's jump right in. So before logging into the MyPHX Portal, I'd like to point out a few places on our website, which is visitphoenix.com, that are available to you all. So up in the right-hand corner is the members area, which is your area. If you are a hotel, you are able to upload special offers and events that will be listed on your member listing and could potentially be listed under the events section on our website as well. Under the Learn and Play, we have the Visit Phoenix Deals section, which is available to all our members. We've actually partnered with Ben Wingo for these deals. So if you're interested in being listed, please feel free to reach out to Stephen in our marketing department. I've provided his email address right here, but I'll also drop it in the chat box. So moving on, once you click on the members page and click the drop down, see more, there's a bunch of resources here for you. These resources include the member benefits, member resources, which includes the stats, facts, and reports, why visitors matter, how to win convention business, information about our Visit Phoenix departments. You can also order travel guides that we ship out directly to you. You can download photos and videos. There's a link to the MyPHX Portal, upcoming member events, the member directory, so you can look for yourself or any other member, FAQs, and membership staff contact information. So if you click on the members, then members events page, it'll take you to this page here, which will show you any upcoming events that are currently open for registration. These events include member orientation, member mixers, Phoenix Fest, which is also our annual meetings. Most of our events are still webinars, but we are excited to hopefully have some in-person events coming soon. There will be more details to come on that, but in the meantime, please feel free to register for any of the events that you are interested in. So you might be thinking, what is the MyPHX portal? So this is the place where Visit Phoenix members have access to benefits that are exclusively for you. The link is here, so it's myphxportal.com. You'll just enter in your email address and password. If you forgot your password, no worries. You can click on the Forgot Password button and it'll prompt you to reset that. So who gets a login? Each person that will be logging into the MyPHX portal should have their own individual login. We need one person listed as a primary contact. This person should be either a general manager, owner, or director of sales. Each account should also list a PR contact, marketing contact, and a sales and services contact. We also need one person that can be listed as the invoice contact. This is usually the person that approves the payment of the invoice for the membership. So if you need a login, please feel free to reach out to me. My direct email is right here, or you can give me a call as well. I will also be teaching you how to add in contacts yourself later on in the presentation. So once you are added, this is the email that you will receive. It'll give you your email, password, prompt you to change your password to something unique. So once you log into the portal, this is exactly what you'll see. As you can see in the left-hand navigation, there's several buttons that you can choose from. However, depending on the access that you have, you may or may not see all of these. For example, a marketing person may only see the profile and collateral button, whereas a sales contact may only see the profile and opportunities button. So if you notice that you need access to one or more of these, please feel free to let me know and I'll get that updated for you. Moving on to Partner Bulletins, this is where we can communicate to you. There's a lot of information, so I'd recommend clicking on the drop-down so that it's easier for you to navigate and see what you're looking for. There's the orientation packet that you can download, member benefits, a how-to on the convention calendar, save the date. This lists the different types of events that we host throughout the year and ones that are not yet open for registration. You can access the visitor industry research. You can download the Proud Member logo and tutorials and MyPHX portal information. So you'll actually find a copy of today's presentation there and much more. All right, so the post board. This is where you can communicate with other members. We do have several members that take advantage of this feature. I'd really love to see our members get more involved with utilizing this. You can share job postings, news about your company, member-to-member deals. All you need to do is click on the blue pencil icon to add a post. You can also comment on other users' posts and send them direct messages as well. So why should you log into the portal and fill out all your company information? So here I'm going to show you two examples. The first one being this one here. So as you can see, this is a member listing. It just has the basic information from when they joined and doesn't really tell much to the visitor about their business. So if I'm seeing this, I would most likely move on to something much more exciting, although this does seem like an interesting business. Now here is an example of a member listing who has all their information filled out, including photos, company description, meeting space, event packages, and they also got all their social media linked to their page as well. So how do you fill out all your information? So once you log into the portal, you'll click on Profile, then click on Accounts. You'll see a drop down with a tiny triangle, which is this right here. It is pretty tiny, so I kind of highlighted that for you. So once you see that, under amenities, you have the ability to update also your COVID safety measures. So if you haven't filled this information out already, I'd highly suggest doing so. Not only is this great information for your member listing, but also great for us to have in our backend for us to view and have for our records. This is also where you can update your contacts and pay your invoices. Again, we can only have one person listed as the invoice contact. So contacts, how do we add contacts? So we'll click on Profile, then Contacts, then you'll add a contact. So once you're at the point where you're adding a contact, here's the page that you'll see. You'll have to fill out all the required information. So there's only one person that should be listed as a primary contact, as I mentioned before. So generally a director of sales, owner, general manager. So if that's not you, you'll most likely be a secondary. So I set myself up here as a secondary, and then I filled out all the required fields. So first, last name, title, email, direct line. And once I hit save up here, it'll take me directly to this next page, which will tell me to edit my permissions. So this is very, very important. A lot of the time people will reach out and say, hey, I added myself as a contact, but I didn't receive a login. So if you don't add your permissions, you won't receive a login. So this is a very important step. So here you just add in the access that you need. So if you are a marketing person, you would probably fill out that you need listing access, special offer, and manage calendar of events, and media access. If you're a sales contact, you would fill out these sales permissions here. So depending on who you are is the access that you'll need. If you have any questions on this, I'd be happy to assist as well. Just feel free to reach out to me. So moving on adding amenities. So again, it's this drop down with the triangle here, add amenities. So once you have these amenities fill out, this is what it'll look like on your member listing. So we do get clients that ask, hey, we'd like to use a locally owned business. So if you don't have this information filled out, you won't pull on our list. So again, I just want to emphasize how important it is just to have your information filled out. And also depending on the type of business that you have, your amenities could be different. So for example, here is a restaurant that shows if they have a bar, average entree cost, and so on. As well as you can enter in your meeting space. And even if you are not a meeting or a venue member, I'd recommend filling this out because we do have some questions that apply to everyone, such as how many miles is your business to the Phoenix Convention Center? Or are you motor coach friendly, which a lot of our tour groups are looking for that. So again, just please feel free to look this over. And if any of these apply to your business, please fill it out. Next up is our collateral area. This is where you can edit your listing, add special offers, add events, and update your images. So under your listing, this is where you can update your company description that shows on your listing on our website. I'd also recommend using the keyword section and entering in anything that your company does. So anyone that uses a search engine on our website, your chances of popping up for them are really high the more keywords that you have. And there's no limit to these either. So please feel free to fill in anything that you think that your company does. Please feel free to fill that in. And then here also, there's a character limit of 1,300 words. So you will see that there. Collateral media. This is where you can add up to 10 photos, which will show on your member listing. So some of these photos can either be your logo or a couple of YouTube videos. However, we do recommend that your first photo is an eye-catching photo. Your first photo will also be the photo that we use for our site itineraries. So you can manage the number of which the photos are listed through the sort order, which is here. So the first one would obviously be sort order 1 and then so on. Another area where you can enter in photos is through Barberstock, which is also known as Simple View Dam. So this is through a separate website, which is visitphoenix.barberstock.com. There is a register button. So once you log in, you can upload photos of your company that will be available to you, to travel writers, meeting planners, travel agents, tour operators, our Visit Phoenix staff and fellow members. So you'll actually just register yourself for this. But if you need any assistance with this, please feel free to reach out to Kim in our marketing department and she can assist with this. The last area you'll want to update is your special offers and events. First, I'll be covering the special offers. So our special offers is for accommodation members to add hotel packages and for meetings and event services partners to add special packages or discounts for meeting planners. So all the above packages are promoted in our leisure and meeting planner newsletters and other places Visit Phoenix advertises. This is a great way for your company to just gain free exposure. And this is what they look like on our website here. And now adding events is another great way to get attention to visitors. So any visitor focused events that you may have, you should be adding these. They will automatically be listed on your listing on your Visit Phoenix page and may be pulled to the main events page as well. And the main events page on our website is the most is the page that receives the most traffic from all our websites. So super important there. So we do offer advertising on our website as well, and that is with Destination Travel Network. So you have the opportunity for a featured listing as well as a spotlight ad. If you have any questions about that, you can reach out to DTN directly or click on Learn More. So here's an example of what a featured listing would look like. It takes your business directly to the top of the page. It includes extra features as well. So these members here all have a featured listing. And then a spotlight ad would look something like this. It provides a maximum exposure on visitphoenix.com. And your business will be seen on every page of the things to do category in the first position. So if you're interested again in this, please feel free to reach out to DTN directly. So reports. So we do have a research department that consists of Eric and Bryce that are both really great resources for you and keep our report section up to date. This is also where you can access the convention calendar, which is another member benefit for you all. Again, I would like to note that not all our members have access to the convention calendar. It just depends. So if you don't see this, please feel free to reach out to us. And then this is what the convention calendar looks like. As you can see, this includes all the information for upcoming meetings. Couple things to point out. Any updates made within the last 90 days will say new next to it. So here's an example of that. And any large citywide meetings will say Phoenix Convention Center. So here's another example for that. Some of the meetings will have contact information on them and some of them will not and say confidential calendar, such as this one right here. And the reason for that is often a meeting is booked through a third party. Also, confidential contacts can also be planners who ask for us not to list their contact information. You are more than welcome to reach out to that meeting if you want to do so. It will just take some digging on your end. The convention calendar is also real time, so this is always up to date. Now, I'd like to talk about opportunities. So if we have an opportunity for you, we will email you directly or call you. You'll receive a notification from us to log into the MyPHX portal, and we'll kind of guide you through on how to do that. So if you have any RFPs, you'll actually click on the RFP section here. So opportunities and RFP, sales and tour RFPs will be up at the top, and then service request here. So if you have anything, like I said, we will reach out to you directly. And service requests, any service requests for meetings not related to hotel rooms, such as venue space, AV company, entertainers, and much more. So tour RFPs are leisure-related requests from tour operators and travel agents, typically attractions, dinings, transportations. So how to respond to these? Generally, you'll respond directly to the client, but always read the lead notes. If you have any questions regarding tour RFP contacts or any tour RFP opportunities, you can reach out to Nanda. I'll also drop in her email on the chat box. And then media leads. These are requests from meeting and travel trade media, newspapers and magazine writers, editors, freelance writers, bloggers, influencers, and representatives from travel, television, and radio. So how to respond to these? Our media department actually will reach out to members directly if they have a media request. So these are the only opportunities that you don't need to log into the portal for. They'll tell you exactly what to do. And if you have any questions for this, you can contact Sarah, Media Relations Manager. Her email is here, and I'll also be dropping that in the chat box. Great, so now this is time for me to take any questions if you have any.
All right, so it doesn't look like we have any questions that have came in so far. So if you do have any, please type them in now to the question box. I'm happy to answer any question at the end of the presentation as well. Let's see, let's give you guys a few seconds. And there's no such thing as a silly question. So please, any questions about contacts, any of the accounts, please type them into the question box. If you do want to reach out to me directly, I will also drop in my email address in case you didn't catch that. All right, let's see if any questions have came through. All right, doesn't look like we have anything. So at this point, I will pass it on over to Kylie. And again, if you do have any questions, just type them into the question box and I'll get to them at the end of the presentation. So Kylie, I'll let you take it away.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kylie Leslie, and I'm the Destination Experience Designer on our Convention Services team here at Visit Phoenix. I am going to be going through a few different opportunities that you may receive from the sales and services departments. First, we're going to talk about the difference between the two departments and what they are responsible for. First is sales. Our sales team is responsible for going out into the meetings and conventions industry and bringing business here to Phoenix, both at the Phoenix Convention Center and to our local hotels and resorts throughout Greater Phoenix. They mostly work with meeting planners that send RFPs, and then we make sure those RFPs reach you at our hotels and resorts. Once the program is booked to come to the city of Phoenix, it goes on to our convention services team. This team works with transportation companies, DMCs, venues, restaurants, and all sorts of other vendors throughout the industry to connect them to our meeting planners. This happens through referrals and service requests, and we're individually going to talk about each of these. First is our sales team. Again, our sales team is responsible for bringing business here to Phoenix and working with meeting planners. They predominantly work with our hotels and resorts through sales RFPs. You will receive a sales RFP through the MyPHX Portal, and it will go to your sales lead catcher, and we'll go through some different contact properties that you can assign to different members of your team. You will respond in the MyPHX Portal, and then that response will be sent on to our meeting planners as well as stored in our database for our team to review as well. Some opportunity permissions for people that are on your sales team include the sales RFP catcher. This is the person that you would want to receive email notification for all the new leads coming to your business. Typically, we find that people would prefer this to be either your DOS or an admin role. In addition, you will have sales RFP contacts. These are typically sales managers, and they are contacts that can view and respond to only the leads that are assigned to them. So for example, this would be different sales managers that have different markets, such as a religious market or markets depending on the size of the program. If you are the DOS or an admin and need the ability to see all of the different RFPs that are sent to your business, I would recommend maintaining a sales RFP catcher permission as opposed to just a contact. You can edit these all inside your portal profile. This is what a new sales lead looks like when it is emailed to your sales RFP catcher. You can see the response due date. This is extremely important because this is when a meeting planner is requesting that they receive a response by. In addition, after this response due date, the lead will no longer be available on the MyPHX portal. If you need to see a lead that is no longer available, please contact the salesperson that you'll see listed on the bottom of the email. Once your sales RFP catcher receives this notification, they will need to go into the MyPHX portal in order to assign that lead to a specific sales contact. Once that sales contact is assigned to the program, they will then receive an additional notification that looks like this in their email that tells them that a lead has been assigned to them. It is not enough to just forward the original notification to the sales manager. You will need to go into the extranet or the MyPHX portal and update that in order for them to view it. Some best practices for trying to find leads in the MyPHX portal is to use the gray clear filters option and type in the lead ID that is seen on the email. Also ensure that your lead property status is open or open bid sent. This will help to kind of weed out any programs that are either closed won or closed lost. Once you've entered in the lead ID into that section, you can also search by name or response due date. You'll see that that option will pop up down at the bottom. This will give some of the basic information such as the response due date and their arrival and departure dates, as well as the name. In order to respond to it, you will need to click to view more information. Once you are inside the lead, there will be an option for you to enter in your response if you are pursuing this opportunity or not. If the meeting planner has communicated to us that they are open to receiving some additional custom date options, that will be noted as well, and there will be an opportunity to provide more than one response. Another important use of the MyPHX portal is for your sales RFP contacts and catchers to enter in their final pickup data after the program has left. This data is extremely helpful to Visit Phoenix, as we like to ensure that we are sending along really quality pieces of business to our members. So after a program has come and gone, we will send you an email that looks something like this and give you the opportunity to go into the portal and enter in the final pickup of how many rooms were utilized for specific programs that were at your hotel. Another easy trick to be able to find leads in the portal to enter in the final pickup data is to use the magnifying glass shown at the top right of your screen. Here you can just go ahead and click on the magnifying glass and type in the lead ID, and you'll be able to find the lead easily that way. Once inside the lead, go ahead and enter in the average daily room rate, as well as how many rooms were used each night of your program. Now we're going to move on to some different opportunities that you will receive from the convention services team. So again, this is after a program is booked, and it is definitely coming to the greater Phoenix area. The first type is a service request. This is a request from a meeting planner where they have asked us to go out into the community and get responses on their behalf. So a good example is if a program is looking for an acoustic band, they will provide us with the dates and times needed, as well as a rough budget that they are looking to spend. And then we will send out the request for this acoustic band to all of our members that apply to that category. It is important that you carefully read the instructions. And if you decide that this is an opportunity that you would like to pursue, you can go ahead and send a full proposal in through the portal, and the meeting planner will receive a copy. Visit Phoenix will also receive a copy for us so that we can combine all of the responses into one email and send it on to the meeting planner if that is what they prefer. Ensure that you have the proper people at your venue or vendor assigned with the service request contact so that they receive email notification when there is an opportunity in the portal for them. This is an example of what a service request looks like. So you can see some general information about the opportunity as well as the response due date. Similarly, this response due date is very important because after it has passed that date, it will no longer be available to review. If you have any questions, there will always be a convention services representative listed on the bottom of the email, and you can contact them directly with any questions or clarifications. Once you receive this email, you will take the request ID and you will go into the portal as you would similarly with a sales lead, type it in order to find that opportunity. Once you open up the service request, there will be a little plus sign that you can enter in your response. Over to the right, you will see that there is an opportunity to say if you are pursuing yes or no. It is very important that you go into the portal, and even if you are not pursuing this opportunity, put no just so that we know that you are not interested. You can go ahead and put any comments in. As you see, there are two different boxes, a bureau only comments on the bottom and a normal comments on the top. The normal comments will be sent along to the meeting planner. However, the bureau only comments are only for the Visit Phoenix staff. This is a great opportunity for you to say if this is a type of opportunity that you would like to receive more of, or if it maybe doesn't fit your business quite as well as others. You can also attach files such as proposals and style guides. The second type of opportunity is one that you may not be aware of because you do not get notified every time it happens. However, we are always sending out referrals on behalf of our clients. An example of a referral, to use the previous example of an acoustic band, is if a meeting planner comes to us and says, I would like a list of all of the acoustic bands that you have in Phoenix for my program, but we're not quite ready to send out an RFP. So what we do is we go through and we use all of the different resources we have at Visit Phoenix, such as the search feature that you currently see on the screen, and all of our experience with our members to create a list for them with contact information so that they can reach out to you to use your services on their own. This is what a referral looks like when the client receives it. So as you can see, the one on the left is venues that are great for off-site events. And then on the right, you can see what a referral for some dining opportunities sorted alphabetically by type of food. So this is what the referrals look like when our clients receive them. You do not receive notification when a referral is sent on your behalf, but they're happening all the time. Thank you so much. And if you have any questions about the sales or services departments or opportunities that you may receive from us, feel free to give me a call or send me an email anytime. My contact information is there on the screen. Now we will move on and see if there are any questions at this time. Thank you. All right. Do we have any questions regarding the sales and services section or anything else that we've gone over in this presentation? You can go ahead and either put your questions into the question and answer box and we will take a look. We'll give everyone a few seconds to go ahead and enter in any questions that they may have.
Okay, it looks like you guys hit everything because apparently no questions. Just thank you very much for your time today. No, you guys did a great job. And really, if any of our members have questions, please make sure to reach out to Noemi. She'd be glad to help you with anything that you need. Kylie would do the same as well if there's any questions surrounding sales leads or the services leads. So we totally appreciate your time today. Remember, if you'd like, grab the handout before you exit. Just looking. Sorry, just looking to see if there was any other questions. Go ahead and grab the handout as you exit. As well, we will be sure to send you the tape of this program today as well as the handout. So you can share that with your colleagues in that as well. And then if you wouldn't mind, please take a moment and just answer those few survey questions and we'll go, we'll take that information and make sure that we make the changes needed to make this even a better program for you next time. So Noemi and Kylie, thank you so much for your time today. Our members, thank you for your time and your efforts in learning the extranet. It's the key to really getting the most out of your membership. So share it with all your colleagues and everybody have a great day. Thanks so much.
Thank you all.
Thank you.